Have you ever imagined that the most powerful weapon against cancer might not be a drug, a surgery, or an expensive treatment, but simply not eating? What if starving cancer cells while strengthening your immune system required nothing more than skipping meals 1 day a week? Today, we are going to explore the science behind exactly that. And by the end of this video, you may never look at an empty stomach the same way again. Here is what most people do not realize. Right now, inside your body, thousands of abnormal cells are being created every single day. This is not a scary exaggeration, it is basic cell biology. During normal cell division, copying errors happen, and some of those errors produce cells that could eventually become cancerous. When your immune system is functioning well, it catches and destroys these rogue cells before they can take hold. The real question is not whether cancer cells appear in your body, but whether your body is strong enough to eliminate them. Modern lifestyles are quietly sabotaging that defense. Constant eating, spiked blood sugar, chronically elevated insulin, poor sleep, and relentless stress all weaken the surveillance system your body relies on. And here is the part that should concern everyone. Cancer cells consume glucose at up to 70 times the rate of healthy cells. Every time you eat, especially high carbohydrate or processed foods, you are essentially setting out a feast for any rogue cells looking to grow. This is known as the Warburg effect, and understanding it changes everything about how we think of eating patterns and cancer risk. So what happens when you remove that feast? When food intake stops, blood sugar drops, insulin plummets, and the high glucose environment that cancer cells depend on begins to disappear. Healthy cells have a remarkable metabolic flexibility. Developed over hundreds of thousands of years of food scarcity, they can switch to burning fat and producing ketone bodies as a clean, efficient energy source. Cancer cells largely cannot make this switch. They are metabolically rigid. Research tracking this process found that cancer cells showed up to 73% higher death rates under fasting conditions compared to normal cells. This is differential stress resistance. Fasting stresses cancer cells far more than healthy ones. But the most revolutionary discovery goes even deeper. When your last meal was roughly 12 to 16 hours ago, a cellular process called autophagy kicks into high gear. Autophagy literally means self-eating, and it is your body's built-in recycling and cleanup system. Cells begin breaking down and reusing damaged proteins, worn-out organelles, and critically precancerous abnormal structures. A landmark study published in 2025 confirmed that fasting-induced autophagy works through two simultaneous cancer-fighting mechanisms. It blocks the growth signals that cancer cells exploit, and it activates tumor suppressor genes that keep abnormal cell growth in check. No medication required, just an empty stomach triggering your body's own cancer surveillance upgrade. Then there is the immune system story that shocked cancer researchers worldwide. A major study published in 2024 revealed that fasting completely reprograms natural killer cells, your body's frontline cancer assassins at the metabolic level. Under normal conditions, NK cells struggle to function inside tumor environments, which are typically low in oxygen and glucose. Cancer cells essentially create a hostile zone where immune cells go weak. But fasting trains NK cells to thrive in exactly those harsh conditions. Fasted NK cells demonstrated up to 380% greater cancer cell killing capacity compared to unfasted cells. This means 1 day of fasting per week is not just starving cancer. It is creating a more elite, battle-hardened immune force. Insulin and a hormone called IGF-1 are also critical to understand. These are your body's growth accelerators. When chronically elevated, they send signals that cancer cells hijack for their own multiplication. Studies consistently show that people with persistently high insulin levels face 2 to 4 times the cancer risk compared to those with healthy levels. A single 24-hour fast reduces insulin levels by up to 70% and significantly lowers IGF-1. In a large European clinical trial, 197 out of 200 participants who practiced regular fasting for 6 months showed meaningful improvement in insulin resistance, a direct marker of reduced cancer risk. Now let us talk about how to actually do this safely and effectively. The goal is one 24-hour fast per week. But the right approach matters enormously. Here is a simple 7-day starter plan. On preparation day, finish your last meal before 7 p.m. Focus on vegetables, protein, and healthy fats like olive oil and avocado. Avoid alcohol and refined carbohydrates. The following day is your fasting day. From your previous evening meal until 7 p.m. the next day, consume only water. Black coffee, or unsweetened herbal tea. Drink at least 2 liters of water throughout the day. A pinch of sea salt in water helps maintain electrolyte balance and prevents headaches or dizziness. On recovery day, your first meal is crucial. Do not binge. Start with something light and easy to digest. Warm vegetable broth, plain oatmeal with berries, or a small piece of whole grain toast with avocado. Recent research has shown that aggressive refeeding after fasting can trigger excessive intestinal stem cell proliferation, which may counteract the cancer protective benefits of the fast itself. Gentle refeeding preserves everything you gained. During the fast, a simple anti-inflammatory drink can enhance the benefits. Combine warm water with a small piece of fresh ginger, a 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and a few drops of lemon juice. Ginger contains gingerols that have been shown to promote programmed cancer cell death. Turmeric's curcumin is one of the most extensively studied natural anti-cancer compounds in the world. 0 calories, 0 disruption to the fast, pure benefit. Before you begin, please take these safety points seriously. If you are currently undergoing cancer treatment, do not fast without direct supervision from your oncologist. If you have insulin-dependent diabetes, fasting requires careful medical monitoring. Pregnant women, nursing mothers, adolescents under 18, and individuals with a history of eating disorders should not practice extended fasting. If you experience severe dizziness, heart palpitations, or feel faint during a fast, stop immediately and eat. Safety always comes first. For healthy adults, start with a 12-hour fast and gradually extend over several weeks. Before attempting a full 24-hour fast, your body needs time to adapt its metabolic machinery. On non-fasting days, what you eat matters as much as how you fast. Load your plate with cruciferous vegetables. Broccoli, cauliflower, and cabbage contain sulforaphane, one of the most potent natural cancer-fighting compounds identified in research. Add garlic, blueberries, green tea, and turmeric regularly. These foods work in synergy with your weekly fast to create a consistently hostile environment for abnormal cell growth. The core message of today's video is this: your body has extraordinary built-in cancer defense systems, and fasting is one of the most powerful switches to activate them. One day a week of not eating can starve cancer cells of their fuel, awaken your immune warriors, and trigger deep cellular cleanup that no pill can fully replicate. It is not a cure. It is not a replacement for medical care. But it is a science-backed, accessible, and free tool that belongs in every health-conscious person's routine. Start small, stay safe. Consult your doctor if you have any underlying conditions, and give your body the gift of stillness it has been waiting for. Like and subscribe if this video gave you value, and share it with someone you care about. Your healthiest chapter may be one empty day away.